Welcome, Bitcoin fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Bitcoin pumping back in the green. We recaptured 95,000 here this morning. Also breaking news, $5 billion Cardone Capital to acquire 1,000 plus BTC. Also, the White House just said there is a space race amongst countries to accumulate Bitcoin, and the USA will buy very quickly. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin targets 115,000 as Bitcoin supply metric nears historic euphoria zone. Naturally, that will re-enter us at price discovery. We'll also be discussing BlackRock, the world's largest asset management giant. Their ETF just bought 970 million in Bitcoin as the inflows continue to surge. Also, Strategy scoops up 15,355 Bitcoin as Max Kaiser declares corporations must sailorize to survive. We'll also be discussing global central bank gold rush could spark Bitcoin price run to new all-time highs, as well as big breaking news. Arizona state makes history, the very first state to launch a strategic Bitcoin reserve, pledging up to 10% of their public funds. And we're talking about 31.5 billion, which means over a $3 billion accumulation of the biddy for the state of Arizona. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market, all this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Let me know if the stream is loud, clear, and glitch-free, please. And shout out Sergio. We got some new caps. If you haven't noticed, brand new caps just arrived here this morning. BitcoinCaps.net is the place to go. And he actually sent me 4 caps, so I'm going to display them to you. But first, let me check the chat. Happy Taco Tuesday. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Shout out to the moderators, all of our members. Tammy, good to have you here. Shout out to the Oracle. Shout out Miles, Crypto Pump It, Nash EST, and the one and only infamous Harry Balls, keeping it hairy each and every day. This is a tri-stream live stream. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Hide your cats, hide your dogs, hide your wives, hide your kids, and let's get ready to rumble, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream to the top of the profile. You guys know the routine. All comments and quotes of the live stream get reposted in real time, and as of this very moment, it was just pinned. And again, you're going to notice the brand new white B cap with the CNA logo on the side. And let's blow up today's stream and shout out everyone in advance for the comments and the quotes and the reposts. JC put, we are live. JV is here. Come in and watch the #1 Bitcoin news pod on the planet. Shout out JC Ice Baby. Greatly appreciate it. And shout out Sergio, of course. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out Crypto Cartel Queen. Martin Luther had a dream. Satoshi had a dream. Shout out SS, that sweet bitty McGee. DBM Academy, Crypto Gay Clay, and Daniel Manda, of course, Crypto Surge. And I agree. I think the Mount Rushmore of Bitcoin deserves Max and Stacy next to Satoshi and Adam Back. I don't know so much for Saylor as much as I love the man. Max and Stacy go back over a decade prior to Saylor adopting Bitcoin for MicroStrategy. And they orange-pilled literally millions of people via the Kaiser Report, and they're the first ones to give international TV coverage to Bitcoin via the Kaiser Report. So it's a no-brainer if you're to ask me. J to the motherfucking B. Shout out to the Groovy Shoe. Sammy G, the combination made my funds bleed on a Tuesday. Amen.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us.
Crypto news is near.
I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Shout out OG Bring Facts. Yes, I am rocking the shirt you gifted me at the 100K Fiesta. Of course, you got JV's face on that mofo. Much appreciated. For those that don't know, this was actually his original NFT. It originally had Elon's face, but JV's that much sexier, so we're bringing sexy back. Again, welcome everyone joining the fam. Good to have you guys here. Let's pump it up. 100K in play. We're only 5,000 away. We're also going to premiere a brand new music video never seen before from Chandy 10 Music, and a brand new song she just shared with me this morning. We'll be previewing it live and in the flesh on the stream. Shout out DBM Academy. Hit the likes, a bunch of DGens. Da Vinci should be on the Mount Rushmore Bitcoin. He begged people to buy. Yeah, but no. Max Kaiser prior to that was talking about Bitcoin, and he had the #1 financial news show, which actually spoke the truth, right? Which was the Kaiser Report. So Da Vinci, no, come on now. Max and Stacy over Da Vinci any day of the week. However, respect, I mean, I'd put Da Vinci up there before Saylor, but Saylor's like new generation. Giga Chad, right? So, I mean, it's up for debate. We can all create our own bitty Mount Rushmore. My bitty Mount Rushmore is going to be Satoshi. I'll throw Adam back because they use part of his technology for Bitcoin. And, of course, Max and Stacy. Who else? Maybe Hal Finney. The OGs, right? I don't think someone can come 10, 15 years later and be featured on Mount Rushmore. It just makes no sense. But that's just my humble opinion, my two Satoshis. Oh my God, I can't wait for the new Chandy music. Exactly, Sweet Bitty McGee. And shout out OG Back Row Crypto Bootleg, Fernando. Welcome everyone to the live stream. I got a fresh cup of Joe Espresso. I haven't even started to sip on yet, so I'm going to do that right now. And yeah, let's blow up the stream. But first, let me show you the new cap collection from Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net. We got the Trumponomics cap, which is the same style for my Bitcoin Country cap, which is one of my favorite, which I rocked at the 100K Fiesta here in Puerto Rico. Another one of my faves is right here, President B for Bukele with the El Salvador flag embroidered right into the cap. I love these ones because you can breathe more with the net fitting. So all epic caps, and of course the Trumponomics one has a net fitting as well. And then we have the one I'm rocking today. And let me know your feedback on it. And shout out Sergio, bitcoincaps.net, #1 Bitcoin caps in the biz. And the black is so sexy. I mean, Darth JV is coming out for the black attack. Let me know which one's your favorite out of the new 4. I'm rocking the white one. Maybe tomorrow I'll rock the black one and go from there. I'm going to transform, metamorph into the Darth JV, of course. Espresso JV is my favorite. Your hyperness gets me pumped. Oh, snap. You talking about the Mount Rushmore JV? Exactly. Of course. Why wouldn't I? Thank you, brother. I reposted it and I put my 2 Satoshis in there with Max and Stacy. Shout out the mods. How's the stream today? Hopefully we're smooth. I'm going to sip on some espresso and we're going to kick off today's show with our market watch here in just a sweet little second.
Oh, bring me up, bitty glow. Prize discovery, yeah, let it show. Bang, 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 like a B-52, we built a bitty.
Stacked revolutionary love shack. I'm stacking sats like it's Max and Stacy. Stacking sats cause tax is crazy. I'm stacking sats cause the IMF hates me. Stacking sats
cause the haters don't faze me. Yeah, man. You like the white? Awesome, Mr. Corvette. Oracle loves the black one. Awesome. Appreciate the feedback. They're pretty much the same, just inverse colors. I like obviously, I love orange. Bitcoin orange matches the new shirt too. So shout out Fax. We appreciate it. Loud, clear, and smooth. Hallelujah. I'm going to bring back the night voice. Smooth JV vibes. Thank you for the reminder. I'm going to sip on some ginger as well. We're about to kick this mofo off. Over 300 people on the stream. Again, we're try streaming today. Let's get it. Bitcoin recaptured 95, which is a great sign. Hopefully 100,000 in play. I agree. I've been calling for 100,000 this week, broskies. I am buying the Chandy Pink Bitcoin right meow. Let's go, bitty baddies. Copping yourself a Chandy Pink. That's what's up. And for those that don't know, it's ultimately this logo in pink on the white cap. You can find it at bitcoincaps.net. And if you don't know, now you know. God bless. We all 100,000. Let's strike the gong and send that mofo where it belongs as the broskies hit the bong and send it to 100K. There we go. But anyways, let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. But first, of course, and happy blackjack. It's 110 here. That's basically a 10 and an 11 combined. Bitty blackjack, babe. But here we go. If you're new to the channel, important, smash the likes. Go ahead, subscribe. We're the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Today is pod episode 1977. I'm your host, JV. It is Taco Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. Markets back in the green. Bitcoin recaptured 95 G's here this morning. So kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Caffeinated JV in the building. Bitcoin up 1% on the day. Ether up back above 18 hundos. XRP in the green. BNB, SUI, and Tron correcting and in the red. And checking out the infamous CoinMarketCap.com. Just shy of a 3 trillion market cap, 2.97 trillion to be exact. Biddy market cap just shy of the 1.9 trillion, fast approaching the 2 trillion mark. And we got roughly 75 billion worth of volume. For the past 24 hours, Bitcoin dominance 63.4%, with the Ether dominance at 7.4%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. Layer up 15%, followed by Virtual up 13%, followed by Floki up 8%. And let me know which alts, if any, are bullish on for the bull. Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get that visual perspective on the day. Safe to say, maybe 60-40 green over red. Zooming out on the weekly, it's like 90 to 95% in the green. That's a good sign. And for the monthly, finally, the majority of the alts are actually in the green for once, which is also a good sign for the market. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index today, we're a solid 60 in greed. Yesterday, 54, last week a 47, and last month a 32 in fear. And checking out the infamous time chain calendar, we're currently on block number 894,475. We have 155,525 blocks until the next halving. Try to repeat those numbers. And you currently exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for 1,053 sats, so you know what to do, broskies. Pick up the sats, put down the gats, pick up some Bitcoin caps from my man Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net. And if you don't know now, you know, broskies. And again, welcome everyone to the live stream. Chandy Jams, bring it. There's the direct link to Sergio's website. Thank you, Oracle. It's bitcoincaps.net. Let them know JV sent you. There's definitely some mischief circulation on X trying to spread the FUD. But like Chandy says, Bitcoin always goes back up again and again and again and again. The doing. Exactly. It's like the, you know what I mean? Let me think here. You know, like the chakras, we have the 7 main chakras in the body, and along the spine, we get the Kundalini, serpent energy rising. Pretty much the same. When we jam out to the Chandy Jams, we're summoning the Kundalini spirit, ultimately the rooster Bitcoin dragon. And when he sees you, it's flame on sight. You know, as per the bars, this is all based on true legends right here. I'm just saying. People get kidnapped for the biddy. Oh boy, keep your biddy to yourself. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend a Bitcoin tattoo, but to each their own. I mean, once Bitcoin is going to be worth 10 million per coin, just a sign of the times, it's inevitable. You probably don't want to have that Bitcoin tattoo on your forehead, or maybe not even rock Bitcoin merch at that point. But at this time, it's not really a big thing. I mean, I rock Bitcoin merch. I don't mind doing it whatsoever. If you want to be more incognito, though, maybe instead of a big B, you get the little B, President B, Bukele, the one and only. Or you get the Trumponomics, you can get the President T. You got a lot of options here. You want to stay incognito like Satoshi? That's your business. Satoshi for the win, broskies. Kundalini about to heat the head chakra. Exactly. Talk about the crown, all the bitty kings and queens. It's the Kundalini. Bring it. But anyways, keep the comments flowing. Happy 420 in advance. I say that because there's 410 viewers live collectively right now, and we're fast approaching the 420. And this is an early stream. I'll be streaming early all week. Shout out Max Kaiser. He agrees with JV. When I put Max and Stacy belong on the Mount Rushmore of Bitcoin, they only embraced Bitcoin a decade before Saylor and orange-pilled millions of Bitcoiners via the Kaiser Report. Shout out the one and only High Priest himself, Your Holiness, Max Kaiser. Shout out Satoshi Bagger. He says exactly. Let me know if you guys agree with JV. And with that being shared, again, welcome everyone. Just joining us, make some noise. I'm going to repost everyone from my BTC News Alerts account, and then we'll continue with our TA, aka Astrology for the Baddies. See, I switched it up, Biddy McGee.
Haters don't faze me. No Diddy, no Jay-Z. Stacking the biddy like it's Nipsey and JV. Stacking the biddy like it's paper and Chandy. Stacking BTC like caffeine in my canteen. Life is a game of chess that makes biddies the damn queen. Stacking BTC till they cancel me and I can't stream. Like Biggie, it was all a dream. Now the biddy has set me free.
Going,
Let's biddy up, babe. Bang, bang on the door.
Baby, never let it fade.
Huddle house strong, yeah, we built it this way. Know when to hold 'em, yeah, we're holding, never folding. I've always been a rapper honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, a Bitcoin stacker. Haha, I gotcha. Nice. That's right. We're going to do astrology for the baddies moving forward. My bit nipple isn't too conspicuous, is it? Only if you're recording porno, which I don't think you have an OnlyFans, but I could be wrong. You should be good. Bitcoin cometh, and now we're talking. Preload biddies above 95. We're pumping. We may flip this into a pump watch at the top of the hour. But let's continue with the news. Our next story of the day, the latest TA, aka astrology for the baddies. Headline reads, Bitcoin's in a critical zone as the triple breakout meets 93.5 support battle royale. Let's go. Bitcoin broken through the 3 key resistance levels in a week, but the biggest reclaim battle has yet to continue. Bring it. Last week's candle saw the reclaim of the full 3 resistances. In addition to the horizontal weekly resistance, Bitcoin broke beyond the multi-month downtrend previously discussed, and as well the 21-week exponential moving average. Quoting Rec Capital, the analyst right here, Bitcoin broke them all last week. Bitcoin broke the triple resistance, and triple rhymes with, you already know, facts. Another post highlights Bitcoin leaving both the 21-week and the 50-week EMAs behind, which traditionally offers bull market support. Quoting Rect again here, Bitcoin has repeated the mid-2021 price history with a breakout from the range formed by the 2 bull market EMAs. And those, for those that don't know, exponential moving averages as outlined in the chart. And for some, however, the real test for the biddy price rebound lies elsewhere. Well, we shall soon see, shall we? Material indicators, the analyst wrote, it's one of the reasons why I think we should see more downside volatility. And also Alan Trade said he hoped the 21-week simple moving average would hold, but the price was in a critical zone. Oh no. Short-term price magnets also include 94,000 thanks to the wall. How about this? How about 100,000's a new magnet? We just send it like we're Magneto in this piece. And some breaking news. Grant Cardone, it feels good to front run him and his brother. So Employee of the month might go to Grant Cardone. $5 billion Cardone capital to acquire 1,000 plus of the biddy. Nah, for real though, I think Jack Mallers gets the Employee of the Month with creating the Bitcoin Acquisition Company 21, but nonetheless, he could be the runner-up. Why not? Also, breaking news right here, White House just said there is a space race amongst countries to accumulate a Bitcoin. That's a fact, Jack. That's a black Jack. The USA will buy very quickly, and if you don't know, now you know. Now, I promise some astrology for the baddies. I mean, the baddies have been getting low-key jealous. Nippinator's giving us an indicator. He's making it low-key behind the bed today. So lots of bullishness in the market. 100,000 in play. But let's pull up some of the live charts for the baddies, of course. As you can see here in your screen, via TradingView, via Coinbase, 1 hour chart, rising wedgie formation sensation. Zooming out, get a broader perspective. We look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour says it's going up for average AV. Rising wedgie, the only type of wedgie I approve of. Send it. Also, zooming out a little further, we take a look at a daily. We've been seeing nice bullishness on the daily chart. Falling wedge, but the silver lining, we're pumping. And you can see we have a bull target in the red, sitting in price discovery mode, just shy of 112,000. Bear scenario, sitting just shy of 69,000. And you can see how many green candle closes we have seen in the past couple of weeks. It's mostly green candles, which we love to see. We're so back, 100K in play. Zooming out a little further, we take a look at the weekly, and the weekly says, looking strong. Yeah, we had a big, strong weekly candle close. You can see the big green one. And we're already forming green for the brand new week, even though we're early in the week, 2 days in, Taco Tuesday. Cup and handle sexy target pattern sitting at 124,000. And if you don't know, do your homework, and then you'll know. And zooming out for the monthly, you can see we're forming a green candle for the month of April. We get a close in a couple of days. So Q2, thus far, so good. First quarter, we had a very bullish January, and then we had bearish February and March. So hopefully we can maintain the green bullish momentum and the green candle closes throughout the rest of the year. Why not? And if you don't know, now you know. And again, welcome everyone to the live stream. What to do? Hey, biddy baddies, never jelly. We just holler for the dollar and turn the dollar into the biddy coins. I like that. I prefer the falling wedgie rather than the rising wedgie, but it's still bullish nonetheless. Wedgie's a wedgie at the end of the day. DJ Wednesday in the building. Big ups, broski. Pimple, dimple, dip. Exactly, facts. You nailed it. The biddy titty. Tomorrow's the monthly close. Oh, it's only 30 days this month. My apologies. I assumed there was 31. Let me clarify. Open my calendar. I think you're correct. Yep, there's only 30 days in the month of April before we approach May. So we got 1 day left. So we're most definitely going to get a green candle close. Bring it. And that'll probably be around 6 p.m.-ish. And again, welcome everyone joining us. Repost, comment. All comments and quotes get reposted. Shout out DBM Academy. Just reposted Jabrowski. Shout out Shelton, JV, and the CNA crew for the best for the bitty news. That's right. Shout out Serge. Appreciate you, brother. And who else we got here? That's it. Like a Japanese name I can't read. Good stuff. All right. That was Satoshi. Last time the Trumpster was Prez, Q1 was red and had the green rest of the year. About to repeat the history. We got nothing but a green. And ironic enough, that was 4 years ago. Can't make this ish up. The presidential cycle is in alignment with the bitty cycle. Did Satoshi plan all this, or is it just a big quinky dink? What's this? I'm hearing about the Bitcoin developers about to merge, but to get nothing to the green for the rest of the year. Well, let's send her green. Forever green, Laura. Powerful for the biddy. That's right, the biddy's as strong as JV's bicep. You just don't play. The biddy fam a blam, lamb a lamb, Emilio, what it do? Imagine that. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except for February. Try to remember that. I've been trying since I was a kid. Still trying to figure it out. I could remember February because birth month. I mean, I'm biased, but it is the best month of the year. Just saying. Shout out all our Aquarians. And that includes Michael Saylor, the Aquarian, Max Geiger, the Aquarian, JV, the Aquarian, and let's not forget Paris Hilton, the Aquarian. Who am I missing? Oh, Alex Jones, the Aquarian. All the greats. We happen to be Aquarians. Go figure.
I've always been a rapper, honky cracker, but now I'm a pastor, Bitcoin stacker. Now I'm a master of the Bitcoin standard. Hit 'em up faster than the Bitcoin panda. You can't touch me with your shitcoin flow. Like, do you even Bitcoin, bro? Let me know. Welcome to the Bitcoin show. Now listen up closely, low-key, stacking BTC like Satoshis. In El Salvador with my Bitcoin broskies, raising up the biddy like Gohan. Living in a hollow house, we're not the pawns.
Life is a game of chess, and we stay biddy blessed. Shout out Nippinator, the one and only, your former chairman of the SEC. He achieved more in a few weeks than Gensler achieved in years from No Claire Gare. And so much respect to the Nippinator. We got to go pack the old calendars for the 4 week cycle. Have all the 28, 30, 31 strange calendar. Yeah, let's get back to like the real thing, baby. I agree with you. How much time they steal from us, those bastards. They probably also killed Kenny. Shalom. Shout out Scott, guys. What up, Nip? Yeah, we got the Nippinator indicator, apparently 100,000 in play, right? Not investment advice, of course. This for entertainment. He's a good guy. It's one of the good ones. Lizard folk on the move. Yeah, damn lizard folk. I'm going to get you one day. But anyways, let's continue with the news. Welcome everyone join the live stream, try stream. No One Daily Bitcoin pod, make some noise. Looks like we're up to 600 people on the live stream, try stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. And let's continue with the big bitty news on the day, shall we? Next headline here reads, Bitcoin targets 115 Gs as Bitcoin supply metric nears the historic euphoria zone. One of my favorite Kendrick tracks, by the way, Euphoria. Shout out Shortcoin. Anyways, nearly 87% of the Bitcoin supply is in a profit. That's right. That's not too shabby. Let me know if you're one of them. Historically, the metrics climb into the 85-90% range, signaling a transition from the healthy optimism to the speculative euphoria amongst the traders. Between the October-December 2024, for instance, the Bitty price climbed from 80 to 100,000. The rally coincided with a Bitcoin profitable supply, rising from under 80% to the high of 99%. And crypto quant based, the analyst Dark Frost reminded that the Bitcoin euphoric phase may not last forever, Laura, on the time frames, leading to the sharp corrections as hodlers begin realizing their gains. The Bitcoin price established the record high of nearly 110,000 in January. That's a sexy bitty blackjack, with the profitability supply hitting 99%, virtually meaning almost everyone was in profit when we hit the all-time high. Common sense, right? But the crypto dropped by over 30% afterwards. Oh no. We recently bottomed to 74 and we're right back about to reclaim 100 Gs. Welcome to Bitcoin halving, or I should say post-halving volatility, and expect more of it. Currently, the supply is in profit, climbing back above 85%, which is fairly positive. Noting the recovery from the recent bottom of 75% is still better than when compared to 45-50% lows witnessed during the bear market corrections, which we have seen in the past. Besides, the Bitty supply and profit still remains below 90%. Crossing above 90% has historically preceded profit-taking behavior amongst the traders, the cabbage hands, the Dave Portnoys of the world, suggesting there is more room to grow for the Bitty prices in the coming days. The analyst says right here, of course, there are certain levels that are more comfortable than others, but generally, an increase in the supply of the profit tends to fuel the bullish phases. That's right. And additional on-chain data supports the bullish outlook. Bitcoin's first buyers' momentum buyers are actively accumulating, while the profit takers remain relatively quiet, according to the Glassnode metric tracking the Bitcoin cumulative supply. This means the fresh demand is coming in without the heavy selling, a key ingredient for keeping a rally strong. And as you know, Saylor just announced yesterday purchasing like another, $1.4 billion worth of Bitcoin, and it barely moved the price, which is mind-boggling at the level he's accumulating. But you already know, sign of the times, you see what's coming. 115 zone in play. That's right. Bitcoin bounced strongly from 89 to 90 support zone to key horizontal level from the prior price, strengthening the case for the multiple upsides. Bring it. The area, according to the analysts, acts as a max buying zone where the buyers have aggressively stepped in to limit the Bitcoin drawdowns. That's right. Below it, the 70-72 region remains untested, aligning closely with a long-term ascending trend line. If Bitcoin faces a deeper pullback, the zone can serve as a critical secondary support. For now, the Bitcoin resilience above 90, and at the time of the live stream, 95 G's as we fast approach the psychological $100,000 mark, with now 115,000 in play. Let me know when you feel will likely hit price discovery. Currently sitting at 109.3 and break through to the other side. I'm projecting it to happen this month of May, which is right around the corner. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Welcome everyone to the live motherfucking stream. Let's get it. 700 people here live and in the flesh. That was a cute nip. Came to say what up to his pops and then back to bed. Exactly. That's what the Nippinator does. Wop, 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 wop. Nip, that's mud. Back to bed. Do your stuff. You got to get the sage. The lizard folk don't like the sage. You're right. They despise the sage. That's why we got to bust it out at any moment. When the lizard folk least expect it, I'm not going to tell them my plans in advance. I just am not going to give them priviness to that knowledge, Oracle. It's just going to be like, whop. Light that motherfucker up. And then, we may even pull out some garlic and hang it in the room. Whatever it takes. Lizard folk don't stand a chance. If we got to strike the gong to the dong, whatever it takes. No excuses. Just produce. JP never really moved the market when he buys anyways. It's controlled by the lizards. Yeah, unfortunately, she is fine. I think she missed the stream again today. Oh, no. Who missed the stream? Sage is amazing. I am a super fan of the rosemary. Now we're talking. Oh, yesterday? Let's not even talk about that. Let's just be grateful the stream right now is working. I deleted that from my memory bank. Like the MIBs, you know what I mean? We are the men in black, galaxy defenders. Whop. I recently moved, and my boyfriend didn't bring my big rosemary bush. Well, hopefully now he's your old boyfriend, because he done messed up. This ain't baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. You mess up once with the Bitty Baddies, you're out. The wonderful thing about Bitty is Bitty the wonderful thing. Precisely.
Going, let's be